Okay, I have a quick, fun effect to show you today. So as you can see, I have 10 cards on the table of various values, suits, and colors. So I'll go ahead and gather these. Now, since the two of us saw the cards, why don't we go ahead and just give it a Charlier shuffle here. In fact, I can do this until you say stop. Stop there? Okay, that's just fine. And now I'm going to ask you to choose between two very destructive shuffles. The first one is the Australian Down Under, and the second one is the Under Down. And both of those are genuinely shuffles that will destroy just about any packet structure somebody hopes to keep track of or preserve. So which of those would you like me to perform here? A down under or an under down? Under down? Okay, that's fine. So this is how it works. Under, down, under, down, under, down, under, down, down, under, down, under, down, under, down, under, down. Last one goes on top. Okay, very good. Now at this point we can do some spelling if you're interested. So for example, do you have a favorite suit among the four suits? You do. So what is it? Hearts? Okay. So H-E-A-R-T-S. Okay. Would you like to spell any of the other four suits? Or that same one twice, I guess. You like diamonds? Spell? Okay. D-I-A-M-O-N-D-S. Okay. And then I thought we would also spell your favorite day of the week, if you have one. So what's your favorite day of the week? Wednesday? Okay, that's a strange one. W-E-D-N-E-S-D-A-Y. Okay, that's not a common favorite day of the week. But if it's your favorite, that's great. Okay, and now from here we're going to perform a classic shuffle. It's called a Klondike shuffle. A great way to mix cards. It truly, truly is. Okay. And now at this point we can Charlier shuffle until you tell me to stop, or I could actually have you randomly cut the cards at any location. Okay. And now let's give you one more chance to choose the down under or under down dealing to just really scramble these cards. Would you like the down under or under down? The under down again. Okay, that's fine. So under down, under down, under down, under down, under down, under down. Whoops, under down, under down. Last one goes on top. So just so you know, as a note to the performer, you truly can do a down under or under down when I offer those. Either one of those would be just fine. Now at this point I'm going to just deal out 5 cards, half of them, into one pile and 5 into the other. So for the first time, let's see what we have done here and accomplished. Oh, now, of course, I have off to the right within camera view a written prediction that's been in camera view the whole time. So let's just see what this written prediction actually says. Okay, let's take a look at it. Maybe I'll slide these over so we can actually see it here. You will separate the reds from the blacks. Okay, well, do you think we've done that? Let's just check here. The reds from the blacks. Ooh, that's not looking good. Reds from the... Oh boy, look at that. We did not separate the reds from the blacks. Oh golly, what? Oh, wait. Oh, look at this. Just kidding. What is going on here? You will separate the hearts and clubs from the spades and diamonds. Let's see here. Hearts and clubs right here. And indeed, spades and diamonds. We nailed it working together. Okay, so how does this work? Okay, well, it uses a couple of new ideas on my channel, new to me at least. I wasn't aware of these. So I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and use more of a transparent packet structure. So like red and then blacks. That will help us see what's going on. So let's pretend that the prediction actually said separate the reds from the blacks, okay? So what I'm going to do here is do everything that I did in preparation for the performance and during the performance. Okay, I should point out the original packets that I began with was a packet of clubs and hearts as one, and then spades and diamonds, okay? But to keep it simple, let's go ahead and just have reds and blacks. Okay, so what did I do to begin? Well, I just kind of randomly stacked those two blocks, and then I performed, so this is before you even saw the cards. I performed a Klondike shuffle, which puts them in an alternating relationship. Okay, so now they will alternate red and black, or in the case of the performance, they're going to alternate a club or a heart versus a spade or a diamond as you go through. And if you look at the original packet, you'll see that that's the case. Okay, so that's really where we began. And since this is cyclic, you can perform random cuts or Charlier shuffles, which is what I started with, right? Remember? I said, tell me when to stop Charlier shuffling, maybe there. So this is still alternating. And then I offered you the down, under, or under, down. Okay, so this is what's new here. Those two shuffles, they are highly destructive. But when it comes to an alternating packet versus, let me put it in terms of reds and blacks. When it comes to a packet that alternates red and black, and if you want to convert that to a packet that has like red cards on top and black cards on bottom, the down, under, and under, down both accomplish that. Okay, so let me just show you. Maybe we'll do the down, under this time just for a change. So down, under, down, under, down, under, down. Down, under, down, under, down, under, down. Last one goes on top. So what I'm claiming now is all of the reds will be together and all of the blacks will be in a separate block. Okay, so in some sense, relative to an alternating packet versus this kind of situation here, the down, under, and under, down are kind of inverse operations relative to something like a Klondike shuffle, which will now take this and create an alternating packet. And once it's alternating, then you can do a down, under, or under, down to bring it back to this kind of structure. So they're kind of pseudo inverses of each other. Okay, so this is where we are after a down, under, or under, down. Okay, and then from there, if you remember, oh, that's right, I did some spellings. Well, I can just show you what's happening there. If you spell any suit name, it will be an over-coding. COAT stands for count, out, and transfer. Okay, so what that means is the shortest suit name has 5 letters, clubs. So watch what happens. C-L-U-B-S, drop the rest on top. Guess what? The cards are still separated reds from blacks. Diamonds, D-I-A-M-O-N-D-S, they're still in 2 blocks, a block of red cards and a block of black cards, okay? Or you can do the day of the week, because the shortest day of the week is 6 letters, and that will preserve these blocks all the way up to Saturday, which I believe has 9 letters to it, and that will preserve this packet as blocks of red versus black. Okay, so that won't hurt anything. And then from there, if you remember, I performed a Klondike shuffle. Well, that puts the top and bottom in an alternating relationship again. Okay, so they will now alternate relative to what was in the top half and the bottom half. Here, it will alternate relative to black and red cards. Okay, once it's there, of course, you can Charlier shuffle or just have the spectator randomly cut it. It won't hurt anything. Okay, and then we gave them a second opportunity to choose a down, under, or under, down. It doesn't matter which one they choose. They can choose a different one than they chose the first time. Maybe they'll do an under, down. Okay, so I think we did a down, under already, right? Yeah. Okay, so under, down, or down, under, either one will work just fine. And so this brings the cards back into kind of this 2 blocks of red cards and black cards. Okay, so they're separated that way. And then to finish, what did I do? I just dealt out the top half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are all red, and these are all black, right? Okay. So if I had worked with reds versus blacks, sorry, we went off the screen, the written prediction that we would separate the reds from the blacks would have been correct, right? But to kind of hide that, or at least have a miscall there, instead of having reds, I had clubs and hearts. Instead of having the blacks here, I had spades and diamonds, okay? And so that's why we could kind of pull this little magician's trick, you know, where you have a miscall, people think you failed, spectators love that, and then you show, oh wait, just kidding, and then you give the real prediction, which ends up nailing the outcome of the performance. Anyway, so that's a complete explanation of what's going on here. So a very easy artifact that you could perform anytime, and it really does carry quite a punch. So thank you for watching, and take a look at other videos on the Absolute Math Magic channel.